Morning, guys. It's about 10 a.m. I got a few things to work on Abel today, but I figured we'd start this episode with an unboxing. I'll let you guys know that I got this off eBay for about 70 bucks. Bet you can guess what that is. So, this is a Haldex purest air filter, O-ring, and hardware. I don't think I need the hardware, but this part number typically is for a Volvo truck, but it happens to be the same one, the same cartridge that goes in our dryers. So I bought one, 70 bucks shipped. It came from Canada. It took about a week and a half to get here, but I got one on hand. So that's one of the things I want to do today, is get that taken care of. And as you can see here, I have the ladder sections of the exoskeleton on the ground. I added a coat of paint to them. Just wanted to make sure that they were covered pretty good, since that would be an area that has a little more traffic on it than the rest of the exoskeleton. So I got a nice flat black coating on them. Also went to one of my favorite stores yesterday. Picked up a quarter 20 tap and a bunch of grade 8 hardware. And we're gonna redo some of the panel bolts on the interior. A couple of them are stripped out, so I'm just gonna go up a size and put some different hardware in them. But the first thing I got to do is get the truck spun around so I don't have people stopping and talking to me every 5 minutes while I'm trying to get stuff done. Then we'll get the ladders going. Then I'll wedge myself under the truck and get the cartridge replaced. Then we'll work on this. And that should be our episode for today. So let's get started. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, even though it took longer than I thought. But I'm glad I changed it out because this, look at all the sludge that was on that one from probably the previous vehicle. So this one was sludged up pretty good. So the new one worked much better. Okay, so a bunch of these little bolts here are stripped out. So I'm gonna tap for 1/4 which is the next size up, and put some new hardware in. That went way better than expected. Turned out really good. Holds the fuse panel cover nice and tight again. It was rattling around on the last drive we went on, which is why I wanted to fix that. One other thing I'd like to tackle today is, I don't know how hard this is going to be. We're going to find out. Underneath the spare tire well is where power goes to a diode or a battery isolator box. And I want to clean up those connections, and I want to clean up the grounding connection on the cab here. So I want to try to knock those two things out, depending on the level of difficulty, or if it makes me go insane or nuts or crazy or whatever, but I'd like to get started on that. Guys, I'm not showing this because it's extremely tedious and time consuming, but just a heads up, if you have one of these trucks, get down here and clean all this crap up. It was rusted, and I still got to wire wheel this area down here, but this distribution block was totally covered in rust, and all of the cables attached to it are covered in corrosion. So this is something you definitely want to check. I was able to redo the grounding strap like I liked. I put brand new hardware on there, cleaned it up. I put grease on all these connections, wire wheeled everything, nice connections now going through. So I'm gonna keep moving forward, but like I said, this is really time consuming, so I'm not gonna show all of it. All right guys, I was able to get in there and get all of those connections cleaned up. You aren't gonna be able to see much. I had to put the air cleaner and everything back together, but everything's got grease on it now, no rust. I found some new hardware. Once again, Subaru parts to the rescue. All of the nuts and stuff are all metric, so all that stuff fit. Those two bolts were missing, so I replaced them. It is starting to rain out really bad, so I'm gonna get this put back together, and then that'll be it for this episode. Ooh, gotta jump down. Alright guys, it's raining out pretty steady. I'm soaked, I got the chills, so it's time to head in. If you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. Hit like. And subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye-bye.